What is good, everyone? Eric Oakley of Infinite Disc, Thought Space Athletics, Clash Disc, and Whale Sacks. James Proctor, all the same with Finish Line. We're out here with another Ace Run Pro make or break holes for Jonesboro. Love this course, big fan, and your first time.
Yeah, my first time. It's quite the first impression, I must say. Beautiful hole to start. Property's incredible. I'm super excited to play this weekend.
Yeah, this has always been one of my favorite tracks. I think it's it was futuristic when it was like first on the tour 6 years ago. So it's definitely kind of helped shape, in my opinion, helped shape the tour and what we see from courses. And I think that this place is a great showcase for all the throwers out there. Yeah. If you're a thrower, you're gonna really love this course. You're gonna be able to put the disc kind of wherever you want and get after it. Gotta jam some putts too, so we'll showcase that. We only have one hole on the front nine. A lot of the action happens on the back, but we're starting ourselves off with a doozy. Hole 1, Calvin Heimberg playoff hole where he destroyed the disc to park it, to take it down last year. Very, very cool to see, but 470 foot, hard, throw good.
Yeah, drink your coffee, do what you gotta do to be ready, because you better be ready to go when you step up to hole 1.
Yep, we'll show them how it's done.
Okay.
Let's go. Take an Emperor, throw it nice and smooth. Really just trust the disc and try and drive it at the basket.
Dang it. Oh, that's
barreling left.
That ain't gonna cut it. That ain't gonna cut it.
It's a Circle 2 look, pure hyzer. That disc has been drifting on me. I think I gotta find I think I might need a different Emperor. We'll see.
Oh my God, that's the worst shot I've thrown today.
Go in. Go in.
Not the same. You got me on this, the closest to the pin. We could celeb shot, get Chandler Fry in here. Yeah, I don't hate that release. I just wanted it to drift more. Just try and get forward. Don't try and throw it too hard. That's closer. Just get a good slide. Oh. Circle's edge again. Yeah, hopefully that tournament arm kicks in and these discs just go a little bit more.
There we go.
That's buckets. That's how you do it. Now drop, find the hillside. Oh, scoots out.
That did not go as
I thought that was great. Celebrity shot, Chandler Fry.
Oh.
This is actually super nice. Well, Circle 2 putts from the left side seems like what we're gonna have this weekend. Let's go get it. Hole 1 being kind of a common theme on these make or breaks, because I think this is you always want to start off and get yourself going, and this is definitely one of those that'll kind of dictate how your round is gonna go. If you end up in trouble, there's a couple bunkers that you really want to miss and not end up in with a bad shot. Like the errors are, again, the way we erred. Circle 2, have a chance, keep it running, and allow yourself to try and gain some momentum. But if you really get out here and put this one inside the circle, you're feeling so good. So hole 1, generally gonna be one of those make or break holes because it can really kickstart your round and get you on the right foot. So we'll see how the Circle 2 putt's looking today. For a shot that felt like a miss, this isn't bad. Just gotta want it. See what we can do. Go tap that in and go on our way. I have seen many rollaways on this one. So this is one that you never really want to have this type of putt for a 3, but here we are. And if that happens, you just bury yourself right here, RIP. So that shows you how to start your round off on not the best foot, but it's all good. we're gonna head over to the back 9, hole 10, for James's favorite hole.
We are here at hole 10. Personally, my favorite hole on the course. I just love the way it shapes, the ceiling, the left and right brush. I think it's a beautiful hole. I think when thrown correctly, it's a beautiful shot. It's probably, what, 360. For a righty backhand slight turnover, you can use the slope of the hillside to scoot you to the right. So straight shot works, but we're gonna show you how to get the birdie.
It's got an awesome tree where if you zoom in, you can see Conrad. That tree actually has a hole straight through it. I believe, but I don't know for a fact, but I've seen discs go through that shot, some forehand skip shot. So kind of cool, really fun. Let's go, James. Show us how it's done. Halo Centurion.
Halo Centurion.
Dog. Dog. Kind of like that.
Get
and use the hill.
That's
Circle's edge. Circle's edge. Good. Ooh, overcooked it. Just stay off of it. Oh, so
and that
close.
is the common miss you will see.
Yeah, I'm having an easy pitch up. I've gone forehand at this in the past, but to me, the forehand just, I'm having to throw it so hard, and I pulled it over or I sky it, and it's really easy if you miss short. To the right of that log is death. You don't want to be in there. This is a tough spot. Like the high shot I think should work, probably is there. I could probably throw a low, kind of like skip and do almost the same shot that the tee shot does. So let's just try both. Nice little floater, little popcorn. Oh man.
Good layup.
Well, that was kind of cool. Let's try the layup play. And yeah, I just punch and pray through. This is a great, actually, like weirdly enough, I think this is a fantastic log because it really differentiates super good shots to bad shots. And you will see 4s on this hole. Like you're gonna see it happen.
All right, we have found Eric's favorite hole. There's Eric. Inside the circle, knock down birdie. Get a stroke on Eric. Mando.
James.
Buckets.
Nice putt.
That's how it's done.
Good. You got somebody small enough, they could definitely crawl through here. Hole 14. This is a 520-foot downhill par 3 for the men. I think it's a par 4 for the women. This hole is a separator. Getting birdies on this one is sick. Plus, it's picturesque. Basket on a log. There are places to miss and places you also don't want to be. Snakes, bears, probably, maybe. Probably not in Arkansas, but either way, basically trying to rip a shot down. There's sometimes a headwind on this hole, which really makes it super demanding, but this is a big Kickstarter to finish the round strong. Right after this, we're going to be talking about the last 3 holes after that musket birdie on 15.
Yeah.
Do you like this hole?
I do. There's a lot of airspace. There's a lot of different lines and angles and shots you can take. So figure out what's going to work for you and go for it.
Also, if you're really struggled, just throw a tilt. Ask Casey White.
Oh yeah. No.
Just stay clean. Oh man. I don't think that pace was bad though. Needs to be inside of that. I'm disking up a little bit because of this wind, but I'm not sure if this is it. I might fade into the stuff on the left, but I don't hate it over there. I did the same thing. I did not. And those are tough 4s. I'm gonna try and get us on the board here with a nice, good play. Let this Emperor drift a little, but work itself out. This should be fine. It's not gonna get to the park job though. I'm gonna be in that stuff left. And now I'm gonna have to manipulate a shot that I don't wanna be doing. I'm to like throw a forehand roller or a little skip shot with like an Ursus or something. But that's the right place to miss.
It's not that for a layup.
This could be really good.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Yeah, go.
Counter, counter, counter.
There we go. Halo Dynasty, Spike Heiser.
No, this is a sideways throw. Buckets. Oh.
It's these like putter, like little touch rollers. Sometimes it works with other stuff. There it is. I just gotta like make sure I put it on that angle.
Not
Run it
impressive.
all day. That's how you do that. Just good pace, trust it. Dynasty's really good. I like it if it's a little bit calmer, but I feel like I gotta go Emperor just to be on the safe side. If it's calm, I'm going Dynasty all day.
Get tall if you can.
Trying.
All right, we are at hole 16, par 5. Probably the only real eagle opportunity on the course.
Why'd you?
Tee shot is, you want to go out far. Left is more important to set yourself up for a hyzer second shot over the water. If you don't land in the landing zone, the pitch is kind of tricky down short to go over the water then on your third, which kind of turns it into a tricky birdie because you got some redwood trees lining the edge of the water, basket right behind, so you have to play kind of deep and then catch the putt. So ideally, a lot of the MPO players will be looking to go over the water in 2 and then putt for eagle, take an easy bird. But it's really about that landing zone, getting deep, but also getting left to the spot where you have the angle to go over the water for your second.
It is a pretty favorable drop zone, so any shot that goes OB going across does go to a drop zone where you can save a par. So being aggressive is probably a solid play, but there are definitely places you do not want to be. That's why that landing zone is so important. So oh yeah, go right now. Love that, James.
Should be perfect.
Perfect.
To go for it on the second.
That's a good experience.
Clean, please. Might be. Wow, that might be too far left.
There's no view.
Yeah, but I might have cut off the angle. I like the idea. That's the right disc. I'm gonna try one more. A couple holes back while we were practicing, I noticed that I had a hole in my bag between a disc, that disc and this disc. If I had one Emperor that was slotted in between this hole and another hole will be really good. So that's something I'm gonna look to try and find over the next 2 days before the event starts. It's just too wide. Put them together, what do you got? Perfect shot. That was cooked though. It's gonna be under those branches. We'll look at them, be fun. Let's go. So as you can see on hole 16, it's very much a landing zone spot. My shot is the right idea, but I did not execute it as clean. And as we'll see with James, he got that little bit straighter flight with the late finish. Mine was just too early. I think if I would have gone just a little bit cleaner, we could have ended up in a really good spot, but this is where you have to really make decisions. Jonesboro's teeth are only on a certain few holes, and you have to be really smart out here. And this is where this is a make or break, because I could essentially be losing 2 strokes even to James in this scenario where he gets his shot, gets his 3. I struggle to get up and down and maybe take a 5 or a 4 or a 5. So it's easy to lose strokes here, but again, very simple. Let's just kind of pitch one through this little window, and we'll go take a look at the other ones and maybe even throw one from James's so we know. But really just trying to give ourselves a spot to see the shot over the green to get an easy birdie, because we're not dead yet. I think that'll be okay. We're gonna have an interesting line to the green.
All right, we have made it to kind of the edge of the landing zone. We can totally make this work though. We just have a spike hyzer left. Smart play is to try to play it for 30 left and long and putt back because that's where the big part of the green is. So we'll see what we get.
Yeah. This looks really good.
Pushing.
Yeah, it's left, but it's,
easy
a
easy
putt for eagle, easy birdie.
Yeah, I want to try one from yours. 'Cause I don't know. I could definitely do this. Maybe I'd end up shorter, but I need to know what the line looks like. I see the basket through there. That's nice. That feels really good. Go in, bounce. Good to know. Good to know. So we couldn't really tell what my shot did, but I did throw a faster disc. So maybe if I'm in that similar situation, just go to a zone, go to a peppermint, a mint, something like that, where I can easily work it. But from here, this leaves us in a tough spot. Again, these trees have grown in a ton. So if I either have to go straight at it or I need to like spike one in. So I have to throw this thing kind of hard. Because again, birdie's not out of play. So we're gonna take a pepper and really try and dump it high on the backside of it. Let's go high. That's not it. That's pretty bad. Let's try again. So I really need, I mean, I can land in this spot and I don't think any of the shots are different from here. It's all the same shot. Feels like it had more power, but it's probably gonna be short still. That is great. So, we learned. That's why we practice. Got a cool putt here. Gotta throw my face into some pines. Clean it up. Definitely wanna make sure we give it enough on this approach. It's better to be long than have all these tricky, techie putts. They're not easy to make, especially when the wind picks up. Hole 17. I think this is one of my favorite holes on the course. Shot shapes are really, really nice. It's a dog leg par 4 down to the right, elevation off the tee and down to the green. There is a subsection in the middle to the right that is easy to find your way into. It is absolutely terrible. I have been there many times. Don't do it. So that's my advice to you since it's your first time here. On the left side, there is OB, so you really have to kind of control this shot and find a good landing zone. But if you're in that spot, it's more a decision making of putter or mid that plays on the backhand and scoots up, or you can even go forehand that goes low and finds that hill and does a little bit of anti-skip. So definitely a really fun one that I've seen people go super big with the distance driver, but I think we're gonna be looking for fairways off of this tee. You like that Vodum, right?
Yeah, Vodum, slight turn, fun angle to throw, you know, and then the slope of the second shot, similar angle, but overall a fun hole, you know, a good feeling birdie, especially going into 18. I think that's great with a hyzer release.
That's just gonna be flirting left.
Yeah.
We'll see, we'll see. I'll check out what that one's at.
No, that's not good.
I think that's fine. I think it's gonna be similar to where we were yesterday.
I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something a little sexier than that.
Kind of like pulling it just to the right a little. See if this Vodum will work for me. See, that's the right idea. It just needs to fade out of it. Again, I'm gonna wanna see where that one ended up. If it got back to its edge and faded back, I think it's gonna be really nice. This is sick. I think that's what it's supposed to look like.
That was good.
That was a dynasty. That was sweet. We're gonna have options. We're gonna know. Just gotta step up and really be confident. This is one of those that just, it senses your fear. So you can't be scared. You just gotta go and attack it. I got my Exodus up there, which will probably give me the best. And then my Vodum's just up here. I think those are the two ones that I like the most to have the option for the birdie. So let's go start with that Exodus so we can see the shot. Let's try and push that sidearm down. I've done a bunch of different shots from here in the past. I think they all can work. I pulled that. That's just got a go fight win. And it sure did. Well,
Look good.
perfect.
Pretty good landing zone. This is kind of where you want to be. You got options from here. I'm going to take a zone, kind of pop it over, let it flatten out, ride the hill, hopefully slide up close. You can go sidearm, you can go hyzer flip, whatever your fancy is, but see if we can work it. Brakes. Oh yeah.
Nice.
That's what you want.
Heck yeah, dude.
That's what you want.
So if I do end up here, I've gotten a little bit more distance. I think I'm gonna disc down, spice from up top. This feels like better to throw an Ursus to where I can just snap it again and just let the disc kind of work. That feels perfect. Yeah, I don't, this is the hard part about disc golf sometimes. Take a walk with me, Felix, take a walk with me. When there's multiple right discs in your bag, it's so much about, getting away from the, oh, I could have thrown that. It's like really focusing in on the disc and committing to it and trusting it wholeheartedly. And I think that's where a lot of players make mistakes, is they get between discs and then they don't fully trust it because they had options. So for me, going into Friday, it's really going to be about understanding exactly what I want to be throwing from every single tee pad, and the only thing that changes it is if we're in some really weird windy conditions. Step up, throw the shot, know exactly what you're aiming at, and just execute. So that's the whole game plan for this weekend. We're going to make it happen. So take some time to think about it, and we're going to get 17 dialed in. Hopefully we get those 3 birdies we're looking for.
Ah, it sounds so sexy when you say it like that. Hole 18, par 4 to end your round, super easy birdie. All you gotta do is throw it like 600 feet up there in the shade.
Only.
And then you have like a simple hyzer into the basket. But no, you got like a tight gap. You could barely drive a Prius through it. And fairway driver will get you to where you can get a pretty decent 4 if you can keep it straight. You're not really gonna 3 unless you go big boy off the tee. If you can end your round with a birdie, you're gonna get strokes on a lot of people. There's gonna be some high scores. It's probably gonna average over par. Well, definitely gonna average over par. So
it's good to know what you should be going for. You can just bury one into the hillside and make it pretty simple, but if you want to be going big, it's good to know. So we're gonna hit some big shots too.
All right, Calvin Heimberg. Oh, what's up? No!
Yo, what's up?
It was gonna ride! All right, this is just to play for par, because I'm beating Vino by a stick and I know he's not gonna birdie it.
Oh, play for bogey.
What a collapse!
I'm gonna put one low, just keep it in play, make it easy for us.
That was so Russian style to say. Proper tools.
Sounded like
Power driver. Power driver.
I will take that all day. That plays.
So, very low, hit early, but we're safe. We have 2 options. We can go left gap, right gap. We should still get the par from here. So, I'm gonna go right gap. And if I hit this gap, then I got, wide open 200 left.
Go. Yeah.
That was far enough, and if it's not, I'm kicking it 4 extra feet, so it was.
So this is a simple play. All we're trying to do is just kind of push past this wall. 2 options to do it. I really like to go with the forehand, fade away from it. All I'm trying to do is kind of just play it right at that stake and push past the big tree, take an emperor, throw it nice and smooth. This isn't as much about distance because you really will end up with an option kind of no matter what you do, as long as you don't hit and end up right behind the trees. Smooth it out. Stays clean, past the trees. That's how you drew it up. Pretty easy way to play for 4. Might be the play all weekend.
All right, we got just far enough to sneak under this tree. As you can see, nothing left in between me and the basket. We got some OB right and left. So you gotta be accurate, but you can pretty much throw whatever you want. I'm gonna go very, very overstable peppermint. See if we can dunk one in and sneak a birdie. Ah. 4 ain't bad. I'd be fine with 3 4s on this hole.
So coming down the stretch, I mean, this is where you kind of want to be able to get yourself up and down. Nice and simple. You can throw a nice hyzer. It's sloping down to the right, so I don't really like the forehand plays unless I'm much farther right. So really trying to play into the hill. Just take a nice little Snoopy or Berg. Just nice and smooth. Might be short or it could be perfect. I think it's great. Super simple. Take the 4. 4 is gonna score.
Oh, you pump faked me.
Pump faked him. Par to finish. Jonesboro, this side of heaven. What a course. I am a huge fan of this track. I have played well here in the past, so I'm looking to do the same. James's first time out here, as we mentioned before. Should be a lot of fun. Winner is in the comments down below from the last giveaway. And this one, we have a game used alpaca, P-blend alpaca. It's gonna look like this, but with a pink stamp that I use that we're gonna give away to one of you. So make sure you comment down below. Let us know what you think of the This Side of Heaven course out here in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Let's get it.
Yeah, I'm excited. Throwers course, beautiful property. When the wind's down, it's pretty shreddable, but big shots, angles, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Tune into the coverage from Ace Run Pro this weekend. They're gonna be covering FPO again. It's gonna be great. So it's been some battles to be had. So love to see it. Thank you, everyone. Stay awesome.